so in my school, we're doing a government project.
Mm-hmm.
It's only for the grade 5 classes. It's from table group. So each table group has 4 people, and we're advertising 4 things. A new idea, an open space idea. The open space idea is like, say if the school bought a new open space, like what would you put in it? Like a guiding principle, like creativity or kindness. And a community idea, like something to bring communities together. So I have to do debates, and then the debates will and then everyone has to think which group will they vote for. And then the group that gets voted for the most gets to be the school government for a whole morning. So, today the other class was doing the debates, and I roasted them. Like 2 of the groups, I completely burned them. I asked them 2 questions, then they were they couldn't answer back. So, first it was the hot dogs. So they were explaining how so they were advertising. We have 2 debates, and in one debate you advertise 2 of the things, and then the other you do the other 2. So Finley and it was Joshua. So they were advertising reading day and more free time, like a whole day when you just play. So they're explaining blah blah blah, free time blah blah blah, reading day it's good because blah blah blah, and I'm like, so. Mr. Haas says, any questions? I'm like, I have one. And he's like, Ralia. So I say, okay, interesting. But we are, if you don't mind, we are in a school. We are here to learn and have a good education. Fun is an important part of learning, but we can't have it every day. And they're like, it's optional. And I'm like, oh yeah. So you think a child's gonna be like, I'm gonna do hours of homework when they have the choice to spend their whole day hunched over a computer playing, I don't know, Clue or Jenga. And there's and so they start, and then they advertise. So then they're like, okay. So they advertise their reading day, and our community thinks reading day because it makes you smarter and everything, and blah blah blah. And you gotta talk about books. And I'm like, excuse me, I have a question. Mr. Haas says, Ralia, how does sitting over a book for a whole day socialize? I'm like, think about it. Sure, it makes you more smart and everything, but how do you socialize by just doing this the whole day? More. And he's like, you can talk about the books, but I know most of these people in the class love to read books, and less talking, more reading. And then he's like, yeah. So the next group I roasted twice, and I'm kind of proud of myself. I made them look unconvincing. No, sorry, that's kind of mean, but it was the Super Curry Titan unicorns. And so their first thing, they were saying, we want better bathrooms. And Mr. Haas, for some reason, really liked me. And I was like, Ralia. And I'm like, okay, first of all, our school is paying for a lot of things. Like rulers and pencils and eraser and technology and the whole building. And the field and the soccer balls and basically everything is paid for by the school. So why would we waste our money on bathrooms that are already really clean? Think about it. Compared to most public bathrooms, our bathroom is spotless. They're it can be a little bit icky. Why would we want to waste our precious dollars on a really super clean bathroom when we need to be affording the building, the soccer balls, the field, the grass, the seeds, the everything? And they're like, you. Mr. Haas, I looked at Mr. Haas and he was like, and I was like, okay. So then they advertised it, a free candy shop with free candy. Ralia. Yeah, but the thing is, won't kids just be hogging all the candy all day? There's gonna be, kids will have a limit, and there's gonna be a computer that tracks. I'm like, okay, how can a computer track over 200 kids collecting a certain amount of candy every day? And second of all, I don't think your parents would be too happy when they find out their child has been munching on candy all day and be like, hello, Daddy. and And also, I didn't want to have a sugar rush the whole day, like, because that's not what school's made for. And that's what I said today. And then my friends in the end, and so Karen and Tiffany, I want to vote for them because I really like what they're advertising, and they sound clear and like convincing. Like, it's not only because we're friends. So they were advertising. I really like what they're advertising. They're advertising a small cafe on the rooftop. It has vegetarian options on recess. It was like it was right before recess. So on recess, Tiffany said, "Hey, Riley, those vegetarian options, I did them for you." Like, aw. So they said you can have meat, and then they said when it's raining or snowing, there'd be glass walls and they'd have heating. And then when it's like sunny and perfect, they'd take it down. And I thought, oh, it's a nice idea. And then they were like advertising a school fair with roller coasters, and they say like it would be based on grade, because you don't want kiddies like, ooh, that death coaster looks fun. And yeah, I really liked it. And yeah, basically that's it. I love my school.
Thank you for sharing.
Okay, I'm back. So my school each year, so it's like kids can bring in money and we donate to like a certain thing. Like last year we were buying farm animals, and this time we're donating to a place called Anno in a House, and they're helping really poor people, and they give them they give them a place to live for a certain amount of time, because like if they want to get a job and they somehow get it, then they're gonna need an address, and I really like what they're doing, so make sure to donate for them. They're good people doing it with a good purpose. And they don't do it for profit. They do it for helping the earth. So because we're the awesome grade 5 leaders, we get to do jobs. So there's 3 jobs that you can choose from. But like you get to choose them, but the teachers decide which one you go in. So first of all, there's the money counter. So they have to get all the stuff from like all the boxes from all the classrooms, and they count up the money, and they say the total to Mr. Haas, and then he writes it down on the bulletin board. The second option was the bulletin board people. Like say through the last week we've raised $322, and today we raised 122. They change the bulletin board, they erase what's on, and they write 422.
Mm-hmm.
And they also decorate it and make it look festive and perfect. And then there's the announcers. So it's like they have like 2 roles. They get split into 2 people. There's the announcers, like who go on the announcements and say, we have raised this much today. We have raised blah 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 amount of money today. Congratulations to this class for raising the most money. And then they always say the normal announcements, like, oh, there's girls sports club after school, blah 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 blah. Thank you for listening to the announcements. Have a good afternoon. This has been Ralia and somebody else. And there's also the people who go into the assembly. In the assembly, the people get to go and they say stuff like, oh, we have raised this much money in total. This class has raised the most money, and they get to be up, and like everyone's listening to them. I've been up on the stage before. It's kind of weird. It's like I look down and I see like an ocean of black and white. It's kind of cool, and it's like there's an ocean of heads going, and I'm like, I wanted to go for that team because I really like to like express myself. I'm not the shy kid hiding in the corner. I'm like out there. I love it. So I hope the teachers choose me for that job, and yeah, that's it. So bye. Sponsor.
Аз сме ние след училище и вижте аз като се прибирам как съм подготвена. Тиквичка, зелена и бяла тиквичка, целина, зеле и цвекло. Всичко това сега ще мине през витамикса. Това ни чака готово. Само бял боб с дафинов лист, който предварително съм държала във вода 3 дни и съм накисвала този боб. Само сложих водичка. Не слагам никакви мазнини. Дори и подправки не слагам. Готвям вечерята и се спрях да споделя за това как си подготвям зеленчуците за утре през деня. Така с замразена царевица, това е тиквичката, която ви показах, жълта и зелена, с вода и тиквено сем и лимон. Блендирана. Добавих царевица, замразена царевица, но тъй като ще оставя така, тя до утре ще се размрази. Няма да я минавам през топла вода или да я стоплям. Ще оставя така в хладилника. Това може да ми е основа за нещо за утре. Нямам идея. Може само така да се консумира. Но винаги да имам нещо подготвено. Правя зелето, което ви показах. Режа този кейл. Няма да го минавам през витамикса. Режа си в момента цвеклото. Синг с тиквичка, тиквено семе, лимон и вода. Добавих целина. Цяла връзка целина.